So what's good, y'all? Hope everybody's doing good out there. So it's right now the site is down. I'm trying to redo everything. So hopefully I could get things up and going soon. Doing a little construction. So for now, you guys can hit me up on the Instagram, info with intro podcast. And we about to get things going. So next topic I want to talk about. Let's see what kind of topic I should talk about. Ask ChatGPT since y'all like that. All right. So when it comes down to doing like audio and video work, the main thing I could tell you is you have to be self-disciplined. Self-discipline is key. Without self-discipline, there's no way around it. You're not going to be able to get things done. So I comprised a list of reasons why, in order to get into this video audio business lifestyle, why it's important to have self-discipline. Now, first and foremost, I understand it's good to have a balance between your life and your friends and family. But you have to understand that they are building their life, and sometimes they want to make it convenient for them to include you in whatever they got going on. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that it will benefit your plans. You know, you made a promise to yourself, you got to keep that promise. It's very important that you keep that promise, because if you don't keep the promise, then things will just get worse for you. You know, your plans are actually reverse, and things will just go downhill from there because you're not focused on the plan. It's just that simple. You gotta stick with the plan. And a lot of your friends and family are not going to be happy about that. And I'm sorry to say it, but you got to think about your life at that point. You got to think about your career. You got to think about, you know, what's ultimately going to put food on the table for yourself and your family, not now, but the future. And it's not to say that they're not helpful. It's just at this point of life, this is something that you have to do for yourself in order to get to the next level. Like how I'm doing these episodes once a week. You know, this is something that people, they can't replace me. You know, they have to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? They just have to. So I got to make the best of that. And that comes with sacrifice. You know, a lot of people's not willing to do the sacrifices that I'm willing to do, which is why things don't really turn out the way they want it to turn out. Some people get lucky. A lot of people got to put in a lot of work. You know, I've been blessed, but I've also had to work really hard for what I have and what I'm trying to get and where I'm trying to go. The places and the people I'm trying to see. So discipline is what's going to get you there. Staying locked in means to be disciplined. Put away the phone. get closer to God, have faith, keep pushing, keep working, staying busy. We all don't know the answers. We just trying. We just trying our best to give the best estimate. We don't know. It's a guess. We really don't know. This is one big question mark of life, and we in this small bubble. So we just trying to figure this out together. So on the list, you have number 1, which is discipline beats motivation. Now, a lot of times you might lack. This is why my first episode had to do with depression, because that's going to hit. And then you're going to be seeking motivation, and motivation may not be there. But it's not to say that you haven't surrounded yourself around things that motivate you. And motivation doesn't have to always be good. Motivation can also be something that's bad. You could hate where you live, or hate how you're eating, or hate the cycle that you're going through over and over. And those are the things that ultimately can motivate you as well. So I don't want you to think that motivation has to always come from a good place in life. Sometimes motivation has to come from a very dark place, a very uncomfortable place. Because if you're comfortable, you're just not going to do anything. Let's keep it real. If you're comfortable, there's no growth there. It's like building a muscle. You get to a certain point, hey, I like my body. But then you see where your body could really go. Be like, I'm not willing to go and do that. I'm not willing to go through the what? Through the pain. That's right, the pain. So motivation comes and goes. Discipline keeps you working even when you don't feel like it. I'll read that again. Self-motivation beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline keeps you working even when you don't feel like it. And that's correct. Having all these songs, doing all this work, working with a lot of projects, trying to do what I do best, coming up with all these concepts for merch, coming up with the website, doing everything that I said that I was willing to do, all came from discipline, all came from sacrifice. Look, I've hung out a lot, but time is of the essence. Time is not a luxury, and being disciplined is to be a little bit strict about your time, strict about your energy, strict about your physical location. Now, with the age of technology, having a phone that can operate like a laptop, having a laptop or a tablet, certain cameras, having a phone with a camera, these things allow you to be able to not have to make these sacrifices, or to make the sacrifices. So instead of using a laptop, or instead of using a desktop, I use a laptop. Instead of a laptop, I can use a phone. These are not bad when it comes down to doing these sacrifices and still remaining disciplined. A lot of you guys and ladies out there just distracted, whether it's you distracting yourself, doom scrolling, which we all go through, or you allow the people in your life to do it to you. There's consequences. Number 2, let's move on. Consistency creates results. Your growth, skills, income, and audience all come from what you do every day, not once in a while. And that's true. And there's only so much time that you have to be consistent, especially with a forever changing world that we live in today. Being consistent is very hard, but it's the key. It goes hand in hand with being disciplined. If you could be disciplined and you could be consistent, if you had to follow anything on that list, it would be those top two. That's why they're 1 and 2. They're the most important thing when it comes down to being self-disciplined. Discipline over motivation itself and the consistency. Doing it every day, day in and day out. It's just the way it is. The good thing about working day in and day out is there's a large percentage of people, there's a large percentage of people that are not willing to do the work. They're not willing to do the extra work. They're not willing to be disciplined. They're not willing to be consistent. So guess what? That's where you win. That's where you win. Yes. Number 3, it makes you reliable. Now, like I said, the flip side of the friends and family, they may not like the fact that you can't hang out all the time, or, you know, you had to miss out on a basketball game or vice versa. You had to, that's always forever juggling between friends and family. You're always going to juggle that. But people trust and respect you when you show up on time, finish what you start, and keep your word. So on a business life aspect of this, being able to be reliable, at least for that, whatever you're doing, being able to say, hey, if all else fails, this guy can do this for me, this guy can do that, then you'll be successful. And it goes hand in hand. Why are you reliable? Because you're consistent and disciplined at what you do. This is what you do. This is what you take serious. Number 4, you get ahead of 90% of people. Yep, like I said, most people quit early, get distracted, or lose focus. Discipline automatically elevates you. So 90% of people, 90%, that's a lot. 90% of people you'll be ahead of. 90%. That's a lot. Just by being disciplined. You build real confidence, and that is absolutely correct. Confidence doesn't come from talking. It comes from proving to yourself that you can stay committed. It's like working out. You could talk all you want, but the results is in the body, and the results is in the skin, the attitude, the face, the hair. It's like, what? You're not working out, man. So it's the same thing that goes down with building real confidence. It's not about talking, it's about the results. And the fact that you can just say, yeah, I know how to do this, yeah, I could do that. That's the reason why people are like, hold up. I can rock with this person. I feel this person. A lot of people who are talking, they're going to take that as someone being cocky, or I don't even know if that even exists, overly confident. But without confidence, no one's going to believe in you. No one believes in you. No one's going to hire you, pay you, take you serious, listen to you, watch you. It's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's really that simple. Number 6, you avoid long-term regret. Discipline saves you from looking back later wishing you took your goals seriously when you had the chance. Yeah, a lot of people beat themselves up, not taking advantage of the opportunities that's in front of them. And a lot of people don't understand that time, everything's a choice. Yes, you can either build with people, which is a factor, or you're going to build on your craft. And the thing about it is, you have to be able to do what? Both. Now that's what makes it hard. But to avoid the fact that you're doing this long term, what can I say? That's on you. And it will show. It will show. Number 7. It protects your time and energy. With discipline, you stop wasting time on distractions, negative people, or pointless habits. 100%. And that does take time. But it absolutely saves you time and energy that you can what? Put into your business, put into your craft, put into yourself. Number 8. It strengthens your mind. When you do hard things consistently, your mental toughness increases. Life becomes easier to handle. So that mental fortitude, it's hard, but it will forge your mind into a position that you never placed your mind in. Your mind never been there before. And it only got there because of everything's about pain when you really think about it. Everything's about a struggle and then a breakthrough. Struggle, breakthrough, struggle, breakthrough. Looking back and saying, oh man, how did I get there? So it's all about breaking through, which is the hardest thing. And your mind is going to get you there. Your spirit, your mind, your soul. But you must start with the mind. The mind plays a lot of tricks. You gotta control this. You gotta figure it out. And it gets tough, it gets hard. You seem like you're on your own. And quite frankly, you are. But it's something that you gotta do. This is your mind. Your mind has to grow on its own on that path. It just needs to. Because you want to. You want to get to that level. And that level only goes through what? It's only going to be able to go through that with what? Consistency. Let's move on. Number 9. You build momentum. The more disciplined you are, the easier everything becomes. Good habits combined. This is true. Doing this got a lot easier. Setting up systems get a lot easier. All these things allow you to make things happen a lot easier. The momentum, the fact that you keep on going, you building a certain kind of energy for yourself. It's like a force field that's moving forward. And that is when you actually start seeing the beauty. You're like, oh, whoa. But don't stop. Don't start feeling yourself and stopping now. It happens, I'm telling you. Oh, it happens. Discipline creates freedom. Ironically, the more disciplined you are now, the more freedom you will have later, financially, creatively, and personally. This is 100% true. At this point, I can pivot and do certain things because I was disciplined. So when things go wrong, I can now find a way to move forward and hopefully cross my T's and dot my I's, make things happen. Things are not easy. You will have a lot of hate. A lot. A lot. And they will do anything to stop you. Anything to slow you down. I'm telling you from firsthand. So being disciplined is what's going to free you from that as well. Because you'll have the finance, you'll have the creativity, you'll have your personal, you'll have your mind with all that experience from being disciplined to challenge these things when they come. Okay, I got 5 more for you. Just get a little bonus. Number 11. It keeps you focused on your purpose. Discipline helps you avoid the randomness that pulls people away from their goals. This is what I was talking about with friends and family in certain places and people in general. They will pull you away from your goals. They will act like, they're coming through kindness, but really they're in a secret competition with you. Unfortunately, you provide that energy that they need, and it's the closest thing for them. Instead of watching it from somebody else on television, they know they got someone that they know that can do that for them. And that's someone who actually does not have self-discipline. And they need that from you. So they will try to distract you through secret competition and pretend to be a friend or a family member and tell you, let's do this, do that, which they know it doesn't align and it doesn't benefit you. It'll benefit them. It's not benefiting you. So a lot of people will stop hitting you up. Eventually they'll fade away because you're serious. You're so disciplined they cannot break you. They'll actually start getting angry. And you're like, what are you angry for? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. This is what you got to do to get to the next level. And it's very simple. Nobody is going to do it for you. So it makes it hard. Yeah, you can look at it 2 ways. Damn, man, I'm on my own and this and that. Yes. But when you flip that around, you got so much time now. You save so much energy to put back into you. You got all of that to now be a heavy contender. And if they're in competition with you, then you're definitely going to be the number 1 competitor. There'll be no competition at that point. There is no competition, to be honest with you. But this is the mind frame of the individuals that will try to slow you down. So keeping your focus on your purpose helps you with all of that. All of the random, because it's going to come because of your momentum. People will start to see that, and then they're going to start coming around out of nowhere with suggestions. But it's like, it'll only be, if you notice and you listen to the conversation, it's like, well, I get it. This only benefits you. This benefits your happiness. This benefits your bank account. This benefits your business. This benefits your brand. I don't see how that could benefit me, though. How that could benefit my family. How that could benefit my brand. How am I going to be coexisting with you? So when you are disciplined, you're going to get that focus, and that focus is going to be on your purpose. And then, you just got to keep a straight business. There's too much sharks out here. Be careful. Being disciplined helps you with that. Even if you can't see, the fact that you got to report back to what you're doing will eliminate that. There's no room for that. Number 12, makes your skills elite. Whether it's editing, audio engineering, shooting video, or running a podcast, discipline, practice creates mastery. You'll definitely master what you're doing. It'll be like that. This is why I'm able to do the podcast, because I was paying attention in school. I cared about school. Even now, when I wasn't in school, I cared about what I was learning. I dived into it. A lot of people left. A lot of people went, oh, this is BS, cool. They didn't have the business mentality to be able to create a business out of it, because they were busy looking outside instead of inside. Let's move on from that. Not being disciplined will cost you a lot. Number 13, it keeps your emotions from controlling your life. Big facts. You don't operate based on stress, anger, fear, or laziness. You operate based on your mission. So you and your emotions sometimes need to part ways. And even though you have all of these kind of emotions, guess what? The fact that you gotta get going. This is where passion comes in. If you're passionate, it helps your discipline tremendously. Why? Because that's the fuel for when you do feel all these emotions and how to push forward. And sometimes you just got to get going. The hardest part is getting going. I'm telling you. Showing up. Showing up. Let's move on. Number 14, discipline builds a strong reputation. People will know you're somebody. No, sorry. People will know you're someone who executes, that brings opportunities, clients, collabs, and trust. That's where the branding aspect comes in, the momentum. Having to have that also is what gives you that reputation. People know me for working hard. People know me for executing. People know me for bringing quality to the table. When you do these things, it's less talking on that. It's less having to prove yourself in general. And it just puts people who are in secret competition with you in their place. They know they can't fuck with you. They think they can, but they don't got these qualities. I'm telling you. Let's move on. And so wait, before I move on, so your reputation is part of your branding. So everybody's going to know, okay, they're going to distinguish the difference between you and the next person automatically. Last, number 15, it guarantees growth even on bad days. Even when you're tired or unmotivated, your discipline keeps your progress moving forward. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be more bad days than good days. So the times that you put in is what kind of like, it's like you do more on a good day so that when the bad days come, they're not so bad, because you not only were putting in work like it was a bad day when it was actually a good day, but when it's really a bad day, you not only have that thick skin to withstand that painful day, but at the same time, you also are going to be able to still benefit from that day. You're still going to be able to say, hey, you know what? Today was bad, but I still got through it, still got things done because of my previous work. I was able to rely on my own hard work. So that's great. So let me see if I can wrap this up for you. I'm gonna give you a checklist. Something you guys can kind of fall back on and use it. I use it myself. Wake up with purpose. That's number one. I want you to ask yourself, did you get up without scrolling or delaying? Did you start your day with intention? Think about that. Number two, you want to be able to prioritize what exactly matters. Did you choose a top 3 goal for today? Did you avoid unnecessary tasks and distractions? It's a big one nowadays. These bad boys right here. Distractions. Honor your commitment. Did I complete the task I said I would? Did I follow through even when I didn't feel motivated? That's a tough one. Did you follow through? Or did you fold? Did you fold and get back up? What are we doing here? Ask yourself that question. Limitations on those. Protect your energy. Did you avoid negativity, gossip, mentally draining people? Did you keep your mindset focused on positivity? Number 7, practice self-control. Did I manage my emotions instead of reacting? Did I stick to boundaries that I set for myself? You know, that's a big one right there. Improve yourself. Did I learn something new? Did I practice or work on my craft for at least 30 minutes? Take care of my body. Did I hydrate, eat clean, move my body? Did I avoid habits that slow me down? And last one is end the day with reflection. Did I evaluate what I went through? Did I notice where I lacked discipline? How can I fix it for tomorrow? They all are simple, but they all can be challenging because you're dealing with yourself and you're dealing with the forces that are outside. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Is it possible though? Absolutely. 100% possible. But you gotta remain focused. You gotta remain disciplined. You just have to. So, I'll play you some tunes off the album. Emotions. So I could get about the rain. Running through the motions, yeah. Running through the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me sinking, no lifeguard. Running through the motions, yeah. Running through the motions, yeah. Off the Masterpiece 3. So I could get about intro to Intern. Running through the motions.
I'm vibing in the ocean, recalibrate my focus. Yeah, I'm dreaming, I ain't hoping. Nah, I know that I'm chosen. Facts. My heart is still broken. Word. I wish that I was joking. Yeah, I'm crying, yeah, I'm frozen. I'm feeling like I'm hopeless. Yeah, I'm tired, man, I wanna quit, but I just keep on going. I gotta take care of my kids. I'm rolling, yeah, I'm rolling. I meditate when I hit that split. I'm zoning, yeah, I'm zoned in. My mind is always thinking quick. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard. 616, yeah. My verse is worth it. Hear my purpose. I'm a sick MC. Yeah, my gospel is hitting through churches, flying overseas. Yeah, I seen these baddies be twerking right in front of me, and you know I'ma keep it 100, fire after fire, and you know I'ma keep this shit coming, wire after wire. Got the bag, you know we gon' run it if we locked in. Ain't no need for us to discuss this. Yeah, we top 10. It's okay to big up your brother. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard. It's feeling hot, cause I know that the pressure is on. I'm built for this, yeah, it's effortless writing these songs. I'm confident, I could tell that we don't get along. It's evident that this nigga cannot right his wrongs. Wow, wow, how you don't like me now? Uzi said it best, ma, I just wanna wipe me down. Don't need the stress, I ain't looking for no wifey now. I just need the sex, cause I know the love ain't around. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Trying to find a better place so I could get up out the rain. When I do the motions, yeah. When I do the motions, yeah. Why they made life so hard? Had me singing no lifeguard.
That was Motions by me, Intro to Intern, off the Masterpiece 3. Produced by me as well. So, it's episode 4, and this is about self-discipline. So, episode 1 was about depression. Episode 2 was about self-motivation. Episode 3 was about energy. And this is episode 4, self-discipline. We're almost there. Stay tuned, keep it locked. And this is Info with Intro Podcast. It's your boy. I'm out.